Hi, this is a continuation to the one I did yesterday regarding the distance twin flames. The reason why I'm doing this video is because somehow, for some reason, doing yesterday's video has helped me to realise something. It's helped me to realise how I'm stopping and blocking myself. I think it's because doing them on a video and putting them out there is my way of owning up to my responsibility that I was doing that to myself. And by airing it all, somehow that works. So what I've come to realise is one of the core things that I'd forgotten was that one of the whole points of this new connection for me was about going further than I had before. With my previous connection, which I had metaphorically described as broadband, to stick with that metaphor, I wanted to be able to do more, and the broadband wasn't fast enough to enable me to do that. So I let go of the broadband, and because I knew that it couldn't take me any further, and I knew that I could go further. But I needed something faster that could handle me. Okay, it's a strange metaphor, but that's basically what it was. And that was the whole point of the new connection that started in January, and I'd actually lost sight of that. I'd lost track of it, that the whole point of this was to bring in that was lacking. But lacking is the wrong word. What it actually was that I was aware that there was space that I could grow, that this could expand into and could become more. But I was looking at the space that was there rather than looking to bring in what could be created in that space. And that's what this new connection is all about. Fibre. So by losing sight of the reason why I moved into this new connection, that's what had made me go back to how I was before. Before, in the last connection, the end of last year, I knew there was something missing, and I knew that for a while, and then I realised the fact that I could go further. It was like being in a car with enough petrol to take me 100 miles, and I had a map. But the map only took me 50 of those miles, and I knew that I had room, I could go further, and I wanted to go further. So it was basically like getting rid of a map and bringing in another map that would take me the other 50 miles. And it was all good at first. I set off, yes, I'm moving forward. Then as the initial few months bliss started to disappear, I fell back into the old way of feeling that lack, and I'm guessing I'd never fully cleared it. And somehow I'd forgotten that this whole point of this connection is to bring that in. So I guess you could say this has literally been the resurfacing of that, for me to realise it and clear it, to realise that that is no longer in my present, and that is no longer in this. It is nothing to do with this connection. This is a completely different connection taken up to a higher level. And I just needed to let go of what was left of the old connection. I still have my thoughts of, still there's no one physical. Will he ever be physical? Is the one that I'm connected to now going to remain? Is he the actual connection that I've been working towards, or is he just going to be another stage in that, and I will then move on to somebody else? I don't know that for sure. I guess there's a tiny amount of apprehension about that, simply because of how it went the first time around. I know that to stay where I am now and resist moving forwards is actually a worse place to be in than to actually move forwards. It's like being afraid to jump into a swimming pool because you don't know what's in that pool. But the fear isn't in the pool. The fear is in you stood on the side, not jumping in. So by resisting and not moving forwards, you are in fact keeping yourself in the fear to start with, which you are fearing going into, but you're already in it. It makes no logical sense, but for some reason that's just how it happens, and I think it's something like that. I know it's going to be so much better to move forwards, yet for some reason I don't. Yet by not moving forwards, I'm keeping myself in this stalled state, which I don't want to be in, yet I'm keeping myself in it. I guess that's the subconscious things that need to be cleared, hence they come up. Anyway, since doing the video yesterday really helped, and I think was a great part of doing that, I wanted to do this one today to follow it on, to keep putting it out there, because for me, putting these on video and then putting them out there is a way of manifesting it in a strange way. And it's the only way that I can come about, there's the only way that I can do that at the moment. Because when it comes to a physical manifestation, I don't know how to go about that yet. So this is the best I can do, and it seems to be working so far. So hopefully things in all seem to be looking up.